Jena and Sean here from Triangle of Truth, and we've also got our lovely Han Puppo, the newest member of our Triangle of Truth.
Yes.
So I guess more of a square, but
yeah,
hey.
But he's here.
We love him so much. So we actually were doing some grocery shopping at a Walmart today, and we found something super awesome.
Yes.
And we just had to share it with you. And it's really surprising. A lot of times Walmart's not very good at putting their stuff out. This time, the Precious. Oh, I will in a minute.
Yes.
I will in a minute.
The Precious is coming.
Ugh. It was so big it didn't fit in the bag. So this is Venomized Baby Groot. We want to share it with you.
Yeah.
I was really surprised the box is in really good condition, but for our 10 inches, we don't normally keep boxes. But this is so pretty. We saw him and we couldn't say no. Because we do have, I think you've seen in our other videos, we do have the regular Venomized Groot where he looks all like, and it's super cool. It's just like,
that, and there was only 2 of these in the store. We knew if we tried to come back another time, it would not be there because it never is.
It never is. Like when you see something, you have to grab it. Otherwise, it's just gone. So, but oh yeah, super great packaging.
But that's the second time in like a month because, you know, we found this one, and then the last time we went, we actually found a 10-inch Dumbledore.
Yeah, we did.
We were like,
yeah, had to get it.
Because we went there for something completely different. We went there for a Batman scene with Alfred, with Wayne Manor.
Yeah. And then
Dumbledore
he was sitting
there.
just there, and it's like he's got Fox, his Phoenix, and his wand, and you're just like, so pretty.
And that's basically what happened with this one. We
went there, we looked at it, and I was like, okay, we'll get it next time. And then we were like, no, let's just do it now.
Yeah.
So what's really cool is a lot of the Marvel ones and all the Disney ones are bobbleheads. So it's really cool to see that, like, they continue that with their 10-inch. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, he looks so cool.
And he stands and he's cool.
He stands really cool. He's got little pieces coming off of him with more mouths. So they're just, I don't know if you can see that.
It's really awesome.
It's so cool. And the detail, just like going through all of it. His tongue just looks angry. I love it so much. You want to check it out?
Yep. And of course, we will put up-close detailed pictures on our Instagram page, which we'll link down in the description of the video. That way you guys can go check out. We'll take up-close pictures so you can really see everything and the detail on it, in case you actually have not seen one of these in person.
Yeah.
Which we actually didn't even know that there was a 10-inch one coming out.
I didn't know there was a 10-inch one.
So when we saw it, it was like, yeah, let's just grab it now, because we've been waiting kind of for the new Venomized
and the zombie ones,
and the zombie collection to come out. So here we go. And
what's really cool about the zombie ones that are coming out is, so Marvel's actually doing a bunch of variants of the new comics that are coming out like they're finally coming back out. Marvel's finally starting to come out. I think it's like every other week we're getting stuff in our store for Marvel comics. DC's coming out every week again, and so the Pops are coming back, and they're doing new variant covers of zombie versions, Marvel zombie versions of different, like they've done a Spider-Woman one, they did a Spider-Man one, I think they did an Iron Man one, I think the Thor one is the next one, I want to say. So the covers look fantastic. And they did the same thing with the Venomized ones, and the Pops came out perfectly, the comics come out perfectly. If you guys ever get a chance to read Venomized or, Venom, they've been killing it.
That's one of the few things from Marvel in the last couple of years that's really been good outside of Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. Strange Academy was okay. I only read the first couple of issues of it. I really enjoyed it. I've been on this huge sort of image kick recently. Yeah. And in fact, the one that I've been reading, I just finished all 45 in one night. I read all 45 comics. It was 8 volumes. And oh my God, like as soon as I finished this first one, I couldn't put it down. I could not put it down. I actually bought the second one like 2 days later when I saw it. Like my store got it, and I'm like, it's mine. This is mine now.
That's one of the best things about our stores too, is they don't read just Marvel and DC. They'll come out with a whole lot of indie stuff. You need to read this. You need to read this.
Yeah.
Like 90% of what we pull now is literally just walking down the smaller indie companies, and we're
another thing that she's so I actually work at a comic store here in Spring Oak Ridge, the Oak Ridge area. Some of you might know it, some of you might not. It's totally fine. I'm not gonna name drop any awesome names like I probably should. I'm not going to. You'll just have to look for it out there in the yonder. Anyways. So it's really cool. So the owner of the store really likes to check out some of these like smaller indie companies that are starting out. And a lot of times we can actually like, we get direct shipment from them. Like Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Our store was the only one to actually carry physical copies of it. Number 1 sold out in 2 days. Number 2 sold out in a day. And we just got the number 3s and number 4s in. And they're just like going like crazy. I feel really bad because I really wanted to read it, but when I finally got to, you know, pick it up, we were out. even my boss was like, yeah, I get to read them when they come in, and then I have to sell them. So I'm saddened, but I'm super excited because she says that there will be a trade once it's over. And I'm already like, I was like, okay, I'm going to buy it. And she's like, I know you are. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I do.
Put
I
that
buy
in
all
the
the
pull
indie
box.
companies. Yeah.
Please.
And it's really cool because she reads a lot of Marvel, but then she goes into like Valiant and Image and Aftershock, and she's a big Boom person. Boom Studios is doing some really awesome stuff. Oni Press and Titan. And so she looks at me and she's like, Jenna, I couldn't read this one. What did you think of it? And I was like, why did you think I already read it? She's like, it's an indie comic. I know you read it. And I was like, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Especially if it's like Aftershock. It's like you were the Aftershock encyclopedia.
And Image. I'm getting more and more on Image. Now, I didn't read a whole lot of The Walking Dead by Image, but they are the ones that did do that. Yeah.
But it's Kirkman. I mean, Kirkman kicks ass on everything he writes.
That's true. There's going to be a new Walking Dead, what is it? Negan's coming back.
Yeah. Then there's another one that's like them and like a Dungeons and Dragons crossover.
I think they're doing something like that. I don't.
But yeah, the Negan one looks really good.
Yeah, Negan's back, and it's like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Like, one eye, okay? I need a moment. Popeyes, Carl. Popeyes. I'm okay.
Oh.
You're full of shenanigans today, sir.
Yes.
So as you notice, it is kind of a little blank around us right now. We did just move into our house. We've been here 3 weeks now.
Yep.
3 weeks we've been here, and finally everything's in. We have set up our bedrooms. We've kind of set up the living room a little bit. We're still working. We're still working. We have finally figured out how to set up the studio so we can start doing that for you guys. So definitely keep following us and just check out our future videos, because I plan on doing some sort of video where you watch us slowly lose our sanity.
Yeah, we're going to lose our minds putting that thing together. It was one of those, we didn't realize that part of the reason why everything was so great at the apartment is we had 3 years for Jenna basically to set everything up. And now it's like we're trying to condense everything into like a couple weeks. And
3 years!
With the collection that's mainly been amassed by this one.
It took me 3 years to have what we had set up before, and I wouldn't change. I loved all those 3 years. Was absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't change any of it, except for maybe 1 or 2 of our upstairs neighbors. But now we don't have to worry about that because we have a house. Oh, I love it. And we have a room dedicated just for us to be able to work for you guys. And, you know, for us, kind of, pretty much. Sort of.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mostly.
But it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
There's so many new ideas flowing out of all 3 of us because of the excitement of just coming here.
Yeah.
You know, I know you've been super busy with everything, so...
Yeah.
I mean, just being able to have her back and feeling a creative sense again, that'll really, really help everything, because I know...
Sorry, I have missed you guys.
Yeah, we've had a couple people ask where you've been, you know, and I've told them, like, she's still doing everything in the background.
Yeah, I've been doing, so I've been, like, packing, after the wedding, we had to do, like, a lot of, like, the marriage stuff I had to do.
Packing, of course, we had the pandemic.
Yeah, I had the pandemic happened, and a lot of stuff. Our store, actually, we closed, the comic store that I work at, we closed for 2 weeks, and we literally took everything off the walls and out of the drawers, and we had to clean and sanitize everything, and then we had to put it all back.
And they're still not done. Alphabetizing.
I don't want to talk about it. I had most of the store alphabetized, and then after a week of just being open, like half days, it was already. It's the alphabet. Isn't this something we learned in primary?
You think.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Like, why is that so hard?
Yeah, then you got the people who don't realize, you know, like AI comes before AU, and then you just start driving you nuts with that.
Just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Q-R-S-T-U!
Sorry, I had to pull out the Nicolas Cage. So yeah.
Where it's been a little crazy. Jay's even, like, he's still working full time, and then on his days off, he's been trying to help. Sean's been working full time, and on his days off, he's trying to help, and it's just been...
The one thing I will say that is not seen here on the channel is, now that we're trying to help me and Jay, we really appreciate what she actually does and what she's done and whatnot.
I guess they didn't realize how much...
No, we knew. It's just one of those, when we're trying to help do it now, now we understand just how much work. We hope you guys really do appreciate it. She takes a lot of time to come up with the scenes in the background, the setups. You know, the old apartment, she literally had it set up to where we had 3 areas to record where you had views. And that was literally thought out in her head. She saw the entire apartment as a way to do that.
Yeah.
And in this room, we'll have kind of like a main filming wall, but you know,
we'll also have a side wall.
She has other walls that she's figuring out how to do different things with.
Because I have a couple of friends at my store who do want to come on the show, and then I have a couple of friends that I used to work with at a gaming store who I've gotten into comics recently. My one friend, we actually bonded over Mars Attacks. We both love the movie. Her first day, she showed up. She had this purse. This big knapsack that was just like a huge scene from Mars Attack, and I'm like, this is awesome, and she was like, okay, cool, we can be friends, and I'm like, I would love to be your friend, let's do this. And then she actually got me, I don't have it on me, she got me this big pillow that says and for Christmas, and then I got her cups, and then when I started working at the comic store, I found comics that were like holiday specials and like Halloween specials, and she had never really gotten into comics, and now she's like, oh my god, they make Mars Attacks comics, and I'm like, they make everything comics. Yeah. Let me help you with this. She's
a big horror fan, so that's what you're trying to get her to read. Yeah. There's so much stuff.
There's so much.
That's the genre that Jenna has literally got me obsessed with. Obsessed with. She's like, hey, why don't you read this thing from Aftershock? It's called Pestilence. Here's the entire omnibus. You need to read that.
Yeah. And then Animosity.
And then I'm like, what is this? She's like, this is horror.
Yeah.
This exists? She's like, yeah, it exists.
And there's all kinds of horror, too. There's psychological horror. There's gore horror. There's just... Horror. Yeah, but she's like, no. Yeah. Comedy horror.
And so as soon as I literally read this, it was like, oh my god, that's like the best thing I've read. She goes, hold on. She comes out. She's like, no.
Yeah, I just gave him a stack like this tall of just
literally for a month straight. Comics, she had me reading. I want to say, what did I read? 4 to 5
issues a night.
And
trades. You had 2 or 3 trades every night.
Yeah, and literally for a month straight, that's all I did. And I was like, and I couldn't get enough. I haven't read my stuff in like a month. Like, outside of, I think, reading Something Is Killing the Children and a couple of my other single issues, I haven't touched my stuff in a while, so I got to get back to some of it. Granted, there's some of my new stuff where she's like, you know, since I work here, all this experimental stuff that I'm not really sure about, we're going to put in your pull box.
Yeah.
Oh my god, have we learned about some stuff.
Yeah, we have. It's
Speaking of new stuff, check out AWA Studios. Because
Upshot, AWA Upshot, so amazing. So amazing. They're a smaller company, and they usually do like 3 or 4 titles at a time. Well, at least that's what I've seen. And their issues are like anywhere from 5 to 8, and then that's the complete story. And they're not thin books. They're not thin at all. For $3.99, which is the standard like comic price, you get a lot of book in there, which you can see like some of them are usually like 30 pages. These ones feel closer to 50. Yeah. And that's really cool.
Almost like a one-shot comic for sure.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like it's spread out. And then of course the whole leading up to Joker War going on right now. Punchline's new character and the 80th anniversary of Joker. Oh my goodness.
And then what they just launched Death Metal.
Yeah, Death Metal. Oh, spoiler alert. Lobo, bro. Lobo. Oh my god. He was the one character I was wondering what was going to happen with during Dark Metal, and this is a continuation. So it goes Dark Metal. No, it just goes Metal. I'm sorry. It's Dark Knight's Metal, and then it's Batman Who Laughs, and then it's Dark Knight Death Metal. And there was this weird, like, Lobo showed up for a minute in was it Metal? Yeah, in Metal. And then I always wondered, I was like, Lobo is like a really, like, I love Lobo. He just goes around the universe on his motorcycle. He's like, I'm Lobo. I'm like, yes, you are. Come, show us your carnage.
Yeah. So they definitely expect a whole lot of new stuff coming out from us.
Yeah. Especially with, we live in this, what's going on right now is DC has 2 huge major events going on. Yep. And then I think Marvel has something coming up. There are rumors going around right now where there's actually going to be a crossover of Marvel and DC. Valiant is coming, supposedly, maybe mumbles and rumbles and rumors, that they're going to be doing a big sort of crossover event too. So, I mean...
It's gonna be a year. I think we're gonna finish out the year with a bang for comics.
Yeah, definitely. We kind of started off with a ooh, and we're gonna end with a what? So I'm super excited about that.
Mm-hmm. And that's all we've got for this time, guys.
Bye.
You know, we just kind of rambled on a little bit, but we wanted to share all our excitement with you guys. Anyways, until next time, have a good one. Catch you later.
Bye, guys.